Everybody, bow your heads. I think we should take this moment to bow our heads. Dear Heavenly Father, we hope that in the midst of people listening to this, they keep in mind that though we are unhinged, we are only slightly unhinged.
Santo Hallelujah.
Amen. See.
Welcome, guys. Welcome to the Slightly Unhinged podcast with your co-host, Kayla.
And Dante. I feel like it's more like you're a guest, and this is like my show.
That's rude. Do you not see us as equal?
You're a woman. All jokes. Slightly unhinged. Me more than you. No, you have your days.
Yep.
Anyway.
Anyways.
Thanks so much for joining us today, guys. Just a preface before we get started with anything. We're going to be honest. We're going to say some things to each other, about our lives that you might think are slightly unhinged. But I feel like our generation now is
very unhinged.
Very unhinged with no decorum.
No.
But I feel like we
have a little bit.
Just a little bit. I think it's the Jesus in us. No, I'm serious.
Okay.
I think it's Jesus.
We do have him to thank.
Yes. Should we pray again?
No.
Okay. Well, now do you feel like you might go to hell because you said no?
Yeah, let's go ahead. Come on.
Okay. Dear Heavenly Father, please don't send Kayla to hell for saying no. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Okay. So before we dive into our topic for the day, how was your week? How was life for you this past week?
It's been okay. I feel like I've been really emotional this week, but I think I'm just getting my period, so I'm just going to blame it on that.
You're not emotional otherwise?
No, but I think I feel my period's coming, so I'm just going to blame it on that. Next week, ask me again, and I'll come up with another excuse. How was your week?
I'm going to answer that question, but out of curiosity, when you say, like, you feel your period is coming, is it, like, humidity?
What do you mean?
Is it, like, before it rains, you know how the air gets thick?
In a way, yes, but emotionally.
Okay.
Like, emotionally.
Not physically. Like, you don't have a dew, like a morning dew.
Yes, in my stomach I do.
Okay, but not like, you don't like wake up and you've got like little water droplets in between your thighs.
Well, in a way, people spot before they get their full blown on period, so that could be the little water droplets. That could be their dew.
We are teaching science today.
Yeah,
we are teaching anatomy.
I just get really emotional, and then I cramp, and then I know my period's coming.
Okay.
So right now, I was very emotional these past couple of days. Yesterday I was cramping, so I'm expecting it today.
So you're going to be fully unhinged today?
Absolutely. I'm very irritated as well, so don't piss me off.
No promises. But my week, it was okay. I had a really busy week at work this week. And then yesterday at work I had that very interesting customer that I told you about that like I feel like I was going to be brought out of character.
And I kind of wish you were.
No, because I don't know, like, I feel like at my job, I always talk about how some people can be immature. And I know, like, anybody that works in customer service knows that customers can take you there.
Yeah.
And
they're not always right.
They're usually never right. And this lady almost took me there. Like, I almost forgot about all of my bills that are coming due and just, like, but I'm glad I didn't get to that point because I feel like you can't let people take you there. Like, you have 100% control of how you react to things, so I did my best. It's over, and I had my 2 cups of coffee after, and
which is odd, because you don't normally have 2.
I normally do 1. I had to regulate.
That's how you know.
I had to regulate. I was reading a good book. If you guys haven't read the A Court of Thorns and Roses series by Sarah J. Maas, and you just want something to not be able to read, that's Dante's book recommendation for today, is A Court of Thorns and Roses. There's currently 5 books in the series, so if you're that person that needs like a series because once you read one you need it all, there you go. I'm reading the last book, so I might suggest not to read it by the end of the last book, depending on how much it pisses me off.
Is there a movie or a TV show on it?
No. I'm sure like there's been talks about a movie. I feel like not all books need to be turned into movies.
I know, but for me, I could love a good storyline and appreciate it, but I don't want to sit down and take the time to read, so I would take the time to watch a movie or show about it.
But it's not even the same. Like,
I know,
books
I
are
heard that.
so detailed and like a movie doesn't give you that same detail. I think like I always reference like Harry Potter. Harry Potter did a fantastic job at turning a book into a movie. Were there details left out? Of course, you only have 2-3 hours to make the movie. But then there's other movies where it's like, did not capture the essence of the book at all. And so then it kind of like ruins the book. So ACOTAR, I feel like is fine without a movie. Another book I read, the Shadow and Bone series, they turned into a Netflix show. And it was okay, but I feel like it didn't capture how great the book was.
Did you read the Hunger Games books?
Yeah, I feel like those movies are good too.
Oh, okay.
I think those movies were really good in capturing the book. And Jennifer Lawrence, I think, did an awesome job. But she's just her, so.
See, I loved the movies, but I didn't know for people who appreciated the books if the movies did it justice.
If the movie is good and you've read the books, then it's just like icing on the cake.
Okay.
If you've read the book and the movie's not good, it's like, damn. Mm-hmm. And then if you watch the movie first, I feel like you can't go back and read the book because you kind of already have an idea of what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And so then there's these added details in that you wish that you would have known about first before seeing the movie, because then you would have got like the whole story. So
that makes sense.
I think anybody that watches a movie before reading the book, that's a red flag. And on the topic of red flags, we're going to dive into today's topic. We're going to be going through my list as requested by Kayla.
Yes, because I've heard a couple of them, and if I'm going to be listening to this for the first time with you guys, I've only heard a couple of them, and some of them I think are so ridiculous. So I did request that we talked about this today because I want to know what else is on this list, and not only what else, but why. What made you put these on the list?
Okay, so the list that we're referring to is my list of red flags. I just want to say, as a disclaimer, most of these are a joke. Like, it's satire. Some of them, like, I solely put on there because I might have talked to someone that had one of these traits and they themselves embody a red flag. And so it's like, for example, first one, someone that has a big forehead. Like... That's not really a red flag. I just included that because I talked to someone with a big forehead. I mean, they can't help it. That's why I'm saying, disclaimer, this is a joke. It's satirical. Like, I'm not actually... If someone possessed these things, it doesn't matter.
Okay. I think that goes along with now this new generation and currently people having these icks about things, about like men swimming or doing the most ridiculous things. So I think a lot of people will probably
swim.
You can swim?
Did you ask me that because I'm black?
Yes.
Oh. First episode and Kayla's already gotten canceled.
No.
Attack her on Twitter. Or what's it called now? X.
That's
the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Let's not talk about it.
Okay. All right, so diving into my list of red flags. This is the list. It's a little, you might not be able to see it, but it's a little lengthy. We're going to start with someone that drives a muscle car.
Okay, describe a muscle car.
A muscle car like a Charger, Challenger, like those types of cars. Because those are the people that feel the need to be loud when they go under a bridge or don't know how to drive the car. So I just feel, I feel like they'd rather be in a relationship with their car than with me.
Okay, yeah.
So I feel like that one, though, it is a bit of a stretch. I feel like that one makes sense.
I feel like people who have muscle cars also keep their car very pristine and very clean, but their life is a disaster and their room is a disaster.
I could see that. And they probably won't let you eat in the car. And we know that's a deal breaker for you.
Okay. I'm not the one that has that as a red flag.
But would it be a red flag for you if someone didn't let you eat in their car?
Oh, yes. I thought you meant like having a muscle car.
No. The eating in the car.
Yeah, that's a red flag for me.
That's your love language.
Yes, absolutely.
Eating in the passenger seat.
Eating anywhere.
So you'd eat in the driver's seat?
Yes.
But you'd prefer to be in the passenger seat.
I am a passenger princess.
Kayla is a passenger princess. I could probably, like... Anytime Kayla volunteers to drive, I know that deep down... she wants me to say, no, I'll drive.
Oh, absolutely.
And then when I do let her drive, usually...
It's chaos.
But usually within 20 to 25 minutes, I'm just like, I should have drove. Because...
Me too. I'm thinking the same thing.
She'll miss a turn. I'm just like, what are you doing? So...
Secretly, I drive bad so I never have to
purpose.
drive again.
Well, it hasn't worked for you thus far, so I'm gonna skip over some of these because they're
Why?
they're situational. It has to do with like it's inside joke between me and maybe another person.
Oh, okay. So like no one else will get it.
No. Doesn't have their ears pierced. Grow up.
Not everyone wants their ears pierced.
I don't know. I feel like you're an adult. Like you have a driver's license. You drink liquor. Why aren't your ears pierced?
Why do their ears need to be pierced?
Imagine like you have a 6-year-old that has their ears pierced and yours are not pierced. I feel like that's just like you can't commit to permanent change.
I mean, the same as a tattoo.
It's an underlying sign.
But piercings, they close. So I don't know if that's
true.
permanent.
See, like, so there's some of these you're going to ask me for an explanation, and I'm not going to have one. Like, they're literally just ridiculous things that I put down.
I'm glad that you admitted that. Keep going.
No, I can easily admit that they're ridiculous. Easily. A lot of them are. If you still have an iPhone with a button.
Okay, I agree.
Because I feel like that's like, oh shit. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, like a burner phone.
Yeah, I feel like if you have an iPhone with a button, you're a hoe. Unless you're like a middle schooler and it's like your real phone is an Android and then like the one that has service.
Right.
And then you have your one that you have the iPhone that doesn't have service.
That connects to Wi-Fi. Just the school Wi-Fi.
Yes, and you used for like Kik and Instagram.
Snapchat.
Yeah. You know Kik is a thing again?
Yeah, I heard that like for streamers, right?
Yeah, people go on live. It's kind of inappropriate though.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like
Like
yeah.
an OnlyFans live?
No, because they don't allow like nudity and stuff, but people will like definitely try to like
bikini
hint
and...
at stuff. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. If their name starts with the letter D
Or J.
or J.
D and J. J's are never good.
Well, J above the D. I only put
Yeah.
D because my name starts with a D,
That makes sense.
but J for sure. I have never had a successful.
I've had 2 J's.
I was thinking about one
For me or you?
for you.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, doesn't like coffee.
Okay, a lot of
Again.
people don't like... I don't like coffee. A lot of people don't.
Says a lot about you. I know everything I need to know. First and last episode. No, I get that one. Because the same thing, like, I don't like tea. And so some people could say it's ridiculous that I don't like tea.
I think it's an acquired taste. I love the smell of coffee. I could appreciate coffee. I just don't like the taste of it.
Would you say that maybe you just haven't had the right coffee yet?
No, I don't like coffee.
Okay.
Because it leaves an aftertaste in my mouth. Like, I would prefer more creamer or additives than actual coffee.
So you'd want like a Starbucks drink because those are literally
Like sugar and...
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you like a frappuccino? Like a caramel frap from Starbucks? Those are way too sweet.
Like the chocolate chip one.
Oh, you like that one?
Yeah.
Does that have coffee in it?
No, I don't
Okay.
think so.
Okay. If the person likes cats,
I agree.
yeah. I mean, I understand it.
No. Because I appreciate dog lovers, but cats just don't mind their business. They get on the kitchen counter. They get on your food. My coworker told me that she found a video of a lady cooking in her kitchen with a pot of rice, and she went back to her pot of rice to like mix it and stuff, and the cat pooped in the pot of rice. Anybody who has a cat, red flag.
I feel like cats shit anywhere except for where they're supposed to. And I feel like people with a cat, and this is just like my personal experience, I'm not generalizing this. Anybody's house that I've gone to that has a cat, it doesn't stink, but there's definitely like the air is tainted with a smell.
Because they've been everywhere.
Yeah. I like people that have like the outdoor cat. The one that doesn't come around, you just see it in the yard. It's like, hey, yo, how you doing? What's up? You know? But if you have like, I don't know, this is going to piss off a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I feel like dog lovers, like, will not, you know, be up in arms over people not liking a dog. But cat lovers, don't you dare come for their cat. But they're feisty, like cats. So, it's a red flag if somebody's an only child for me.
That's not their fault.
It's not their fault. A lot of red flags aren't people's fault. If you have childhood trauma that's causing you to be a shitty person, it's not your fault. But an only child, only in the sense that I feel like a lot of people that grew up as only children, one, like they need attention or to be spoiled. This is just in my experience. Again, not generalizing this for anybody. Or like, they can't be like empathetic. You know, like because it was always about how they felt. you know, and I feel like also they're probably more sensitive because when you don't have siblings to bully you, like I was bullied by my brother.
I don't think I was bullied by my siblings. We got along pretty well.
You guys, I mean, still.
Yeah.
Like, how often can you say, like, oh, my brother or my sister pissed me off?
I mean, they annoy me, but I'm never actually pissed at them.
My brother irritates me all the time.
I think that's like a boys thing, though.
You think so?
Maybe.
But I feel like sisters normally fight.
I would say I think I'm just lucky.
I think you are lucky. Your sister's mean, but I feel like it's like a humorous. It's funny.
Yeah,
for the most part.
we are never actually arguing, and I think at the end of the day that we would literally kill for each other.
Off the record, they would kill for each other.
Oh yeah.
If someone ends up dead, it wasn't either of them.
Like I said, I'm irritated this week, so don't piss me off.
Okay, well, put me out of my misery. If they sleep with socks on.
Okay, I sleep with socks on, but my room is so cold.
What are we gathering from Kayla from this conversation? Stay away from her.
No, I could see that, though. A lot of people say that. But why is that a thing? Because you get hot?
Are you delusional?
But if your room is cold.
It doesn't matter. Put more blankets on your feet. Like, why do you have socks on your feet when you go to sleep?
Because my room is cold.
I think some people say it because of, like a cleanliness thing. You know, like you walk around with your socks on the floor. Like you said at your house, you always wear at least socks or slippers.
Yeah.
So then I guess people could say, like, then you're getting in your bed. But those are the same people that want to have the discussion about showering at night or in the morning.
Oh, yeah, but I was going to say, after I shower, that's when I put a brand new pair of socks on. So whenever I'm going throughout the day, those are always in the laundry
but then
basket
you get out the shower, you put your new socks on. And then you go downstairs.
No, I go to my bed.
And you don't get up again.
Never really, no. Once I shower and get in my bed, I've already eaten. It's normally like 11, almost 12, and I'm ready for bed.
Okay. Well, then I guess in your instance, you're only 25% crazy. But still. Someone that doesn't like horror movies, I feel like I'm going to just, after all these, say grow up. Because let me rephrase. Someone that won't watch them. There's a difference, like, you don't prefer horror movies. Just like I don't prefer to watch action movies, but I will watch it. I'm talking about the people that are like, no, I'd be too scared. I don't want to watch that. Like, no, it's scary.
You know, I'm starting to think.
This whole list is about Kayla.
Because I don't like horror movies. But then again, I never grew up around Halloween or scary. Like, none of that was always bad for me.
I think yours is from more of a religious aspect.
Yeah, but not only that, like, I have nightmares after I think about it. Like, when I watch suspenseful movies, I think about it for quite some time. So, actually, like, creepy crawler would haunt me, literally.
A creepy crawler?
Yeah, like, you know, I call them creepy crawlers.
Oh, the
like
ones where they're, like, crawling on the floor.
Yeah, or, like, even doing an exorcism. That to me is a creepy crawler.
Grow up.
Okay.
If they smoke anything besides weed... I'm just gonna leave that one at that.
Yeah.
I feel like it goes without saying. Does hard drugs. Again, I'm not saying that any of these things are bad. I mean, I'm talking about me personally, and this is a real one. I know some of these are funny, but the does hard drugs one is a line in the sand for me.
No, I think it's because you're also clean and sober that you just would rather be with somebody who's also clean and sober.
Yeah,
so,
I could
just a preference.
I could tolerate the weed. I could tolerate weed. As long as it's not your personality.
See, I did with one of my past relationships, and I can't do that again.
It was their personality.
That is true.
They needed it. If you need to smoke to eat, then no. I mean, it's okay for other people. If you need to smoke to eat, then hey, whatever. For me, anybody that I'm going to pursue a relationship with, you cannot be dependent on weed like that. You know, like, I understand you had a long day. You know, you want to unwind. Cool. But that's the only thing I tolerate. Cocaine, no. LSD, no. Acid, no. I can't even do shrooms. You want to have a trip? Go have a trip with somebody else.
I babysat one of my college friends on acid, and it was the most horrible thing in my life. I would never do that again. I
couldn't imagine doing something called acid. I just feel like the word acid, and then you put it in your body. I don't know. Someone that doesn't have a case on their phone,
that's just stupid.
If you don't care about... I say this, but I love how my phone looks without the case on it. But if you don't care about your phone, you don't care about me. Mm-hmm. So, that's an easy one. if you have any Instagram pictures holding money or a gun,
Or a gun, yes.
yeah, cool for those people that do that. I don't feel like I'd want to be with someone that flaunts those sorts of things.
That's not a flex in
Yeah.
no way, shape, or form. It's not a flex.
No.
It's embarrassing, actually.
If you have 2 or more kids, and then in parentheses it says 1 for Dante. So that one was for someone else. They said that they couldn't be with someone with 2 or more kids. I would say like 1, and that's really stretching it. Like, you had to be like top tier person for me to. No, I feel like people that have children like deserve to find the person that they're meant to be with, but I don't think that I'd want to be with someone that has kids, because that's definitely like a commitment. Like, it's time consuming, and like, if I'm going to be involved in your child's life, I don't want to fuck it up in any sort of way, so I need to be on my shit. It's not even my kid.
I think it would be situational for me. I don't think I would really be happy about it, but just depending on...
You fucking hate him already. You hate that damn child.
No. I mean, like, the situation, because I've heard horror stories. My cousin went through it, where just the baby mama drama and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But if everybody's really cordial and it just was an accident, they were really in a long-term relationship.
Or they
and
passed away.
Or they passed away, something like that. I think it would have to be situational for me.
Okay. It would take a lot for me.
Yeah. No, it would take a lot still, but I wouldn't put it towards, like, a hard no.
Okay. It's not a hard no. It's a red flag. A red flag is not a stop sign. Let's make that clear, too. A red flag is not a stop sign. If anything, it's a green light.
Yeah, everybody just ignores them anyway, so.
Pretty much. If we have more than 10 mutuals on Instagram, and I'm not talking about, like, people I went to school with. If I just met you, I have no idea who you are. We didn't go to the same high school. We didn't go to the same college. We don't work for the same company. And we have more than 10 mutual followers on Instagram. We're in the same dating pool.
Yeah, they've been around.
You've been around, or I've been around. One of us has been around. And it's not going to work for me, because then it's going to turn into, I got to hear the story about how you know these people, and I'm not going to like how you know one of them. And then I'm going to think like, yeah. Immediate ick. That would literally turn me off from someone so quick. Like, oh, how do you know this person? Oh, we used to fool around.
No, that's a good one.
We could put that at the top of the list. If they're in the military.
Honestly.
I say that because, like, the distance thing. And, like, people in the military see a lot. And so I feel like they need someone that's, like, ready to be there emotionally for them, and that's not me.
See, that is me, but sometimes they just don't allow us to be there for them.
I feel like it's a trust thing too.
Yeah, but
I've heard a lot of stories about what's going on in the military.
Oh yeah.
So
anybody who's in the military, honestly, a cop, anything along those lines.
You think police too?
Yes.
Firefighters?
Yeah, I know my cousin's a firefighter, but he's one of the good ones actually. He's wanting to propose to his girlfriend, and I can't wait. But I don't...
Is she gonna know now?
Yeah, they went shopping for rings together.
So it's not gonna be a surprise?
No.
That's weird. I mean, I guess, would you prefer to be surprised, or would you prefer to pick out your ring?
No, I want to pick out my ring, but be surprised for the proposal.
And make sure your nails are done.
Oh, absolutely. He'll know.
He'll know.
Absolutely.
Okay. Hispanic, but doesn't speak Spanish.
Listen, to all of us whitewashed Hispanics, I'm here for you, okay? It's not our fault. Blame your parents. I blame mine.
We're going to bring her parents in for an exclusive.
They know.
Do your parents speak fluent Spanish?
My mom does.
Does your dad?
My dad speaks actually, I want to say 70% Spanish.
Okay, so we're just blaming your mom.
Yes.
Okay.
And my mom has told us that it is her fault. She's like, oh, well, your dad primarily speaks English and he's more dominant, so I figured it'd be easier for you guys to communicate with him. Uh-huh. What about the rest of the world?
Yeah, I mean, you see, like, now people do the one parent, one language. One parent, one language.
No.
Where, like, so, like, let's say, I've seen ones where, like, the dad is French, or the mom is French, and the dad is English. So the mom will only speak to the child in French, and the dad will only speak to the child in English. And it helps them develop, one, like, switching back and forth between the two, and they're also learning another language, and it's normal. And so then you see videos where the kid goes to the mom and doesn't even talk to the mom in English. Even if the mom and dad are both there, the dad will ask a question, and they'll talk to the dad in English, and then talk to the mom in French, all in the same conversation.
I like that.
So I wanted my brother to do that with his daughter, but I mean, she's only a couple months old, so
They still can do it.
they
She's not
have
even
time.
talking yet.
I'm gonna teach her Spanish.
Oh, why not Fabi?
Well, because I think I'd just be better. I know
Then
better
Fabi?
Spanish. Fabi speaks like I feel like she said she's forgetting how to speak Spanish.
Well, yeah, my mom says the same thing.
Okay, so I took a Spanish class over the summer, so it's fresh on my brain.
I feel like she would still,
Está
especially her
estadounidense.
family, she would still be really good.
Soy ilingual. Tengo hambre.
Yo
Yo también. I fucking knew it. I knew it. Someone that has holes in their underwear.
Ooh, no.
So the hygiene ones, I feel like go without explaining. And if
Yeah.
you need an explanation, then
Check
they
your pants.
Yeah. Uses the same toothbrush all year long.
Ew.
It's a thing.
Aren't you supposed to change it every 3 months?
I think that's what it is. I change mine out more. I change mine out like every 30 days. There's gonna be someone that's like, I change mine out every week. That's nasty. All right, bitch.
Yeah.
Be realistic.
We could all do better.
But I did the Quip toothbrush for a while, and I feel like they sent me a new brush head every 90 days. Yeah. But I bought. Let me say that again. I bought the toothbrush and had the subscription. I never used that toothbrush. I still used my.
I definitely go through quite a bit of toothbrushes a year.
I have been as of recent because I keep dropping them on the floor.
Ooh.
And like, so then I have to throw it away.
Yeah, it's burned.
So now when I go buy one, I just buy two because I know I'm gonna need it.
Mm-hmm.
If they're a nursing major, that's a red flag.
What? Don't you want more healthcare professionals?
Yeah, there's nothing. I think more people should go into nursing,
Okay.
but I feel like it's a personality. Like nursing majors have a personality. It
I could
is
see
their
that.
personality, but also like the time thing. You know, nurses work very demanding schedules, so I feel like I couldn't handle that.
But the money is coming in.
If you care about that sort of thing, money doesn't buy
I
happiness.
mean, if it's a dual income household.
I know if they're making good money, I'm not working.
I don't believe that.
I'm just kidding. Yeah. If they have a neck tattoo or a hand tattoo.
What? I like those tattoos.
I love both. Love hand tattoos, love neck tattoos, but I feel like those are the hoes. They want to see their hand tattoo around somebody's neck.
You know, that is so true because I had a conversation with my recent one and he was talking about
That sounds like you have different ones every week. My
Okay,
recent one.
Honestly, let's get that idea out there that I'm not just a homebody. But he was talking about having a tattoo going down his shoulder and his arm, and that the mouth of whatever it was gonna be on top of his hand, and that's immediately what I thought of.
Well,
No, it can't happen.
never say never.
Never.
Anybody can have a tattoo.
Oh well, yeah.
Anybody that wears Air Forces or like Jordan 1s to the gym.
Oh, why do people do that?
It's a flex. It's a stunt.
No, that's embarrassing. In the gym, that's not for that.
They got that shit on. I guess, you know, though, like some people have their beater pair of Forces.
But even then, like with the gym outfit,
Right. Maybe some people are not dressing to it. Maybe I know when we go to the gym, you know, we coordinate and dress to impress because, you know.
no, I wear track shorts and a t-shirt.
Oh, I tried my best.
Oh no.
Because 75% of the reason I'm at the gym is to be seen at the gym.
By who?
Exactly.
I honestly, when I'm at the gym, I don't look at nobody.
That's crazy. I look everywhere except for where I'm supposed to.
I try not to be seen.
Oh, shit. I mean, I don't want to be seen either by people that I know.
True.
But, and
Especially
I also,
because of the gym that we used to go to.
I don't want people to see me working out either. Like don't watch me.
Checking your form, like,
No, I have you to correct me for that, so. If they have green eyes.
But green eyes are so beautiful.
They are. I prefer, you know. Noah's pissed off.
He likes green eyes.
Noah likes green eyes. Ignore him. He wants to be in the podcast so bad. One of these days we're going to have Noah, who's my golden retriever, by the way. We're going to have him in the podcast. But green eyes, like, I love them, but I feel like
They know they
they
have
just
green
know
eyes.
that, yeah, like anybody, I just feel like when someone is aware that they're fine, it's just the end of the road for me. So, if they're Dominican, love Dominicans.
What?
But they're a little crazy.
So? So is Colombians, Cuban, especially Cubans. Cubans, I went to school in Miami, and they are aggressive. The Cuban men, oh my goodness.
But did you like it? Is it is it a smooth aggressive?
Well, I personally
Because
don't
I feel-
like to be approached.
Okay.
Because you do, in the sense of,
No.
I don't like to get approached. So when they come at me aggressive, I'm even more turned off.
I feel like the way like a Dominican would approach you is like they try to be like suave and like they'd be like, yeah.
Well, I
mami.
am Dominican, so I would absolutely
Tu
fold.
quieres un trago? Diablo, mami.
If they said Diablo to me,
Yeah, they come up to you at the bar or wherever. They come up to you at Target because that's where you would be. Diablo,
I don't
mami.
really go to Target.
Where do you go? So you're at a restaurant. You're at Chili's.
Love Chili's.
You're at a Mexican restaurant getting birria tacos. And they come up to you, Diablo, mami, tu quieres un trago?
No.
And their jeans are like tighter than their
Tight.
skin.
No, that wouldn't do it for me. But I do love a good Dominican. And I already know that he was brought up with Dominican parents, so that food.
I like Dominicans too. I love everybody.
So then why are Dominicans a red flag? Because you love them too much?
Because my interactions with anybody that I've talked to that's Dominican has always ended badly. But that's probably, if it keeps happening, it's probably a me thing.
No, I could see that because my mom always told me never to marry a Dominican or a Puerto Rican man. I'm like, okay, but that's what I am.
Didn't she marry a Puerto Rican man?
Yes, that's why she told me not to.
Wow, that you just crossed a lot of people out.
I didn't say I was going to listen to her.
Oh, okay. Well, you did for a little bit.
No.
But she said not to marry. Okay. Kayla's never been married. If they have memes in their Tinder profile, like when I was on Tinder, if they have memes.
They could be like quirky.
You think so?
Yeah.
You are really just adding. Like, I feel like we literally are. Kayla is a walking red flag.
Hey.
I'm just saying.
Don't put me out there like that.
If someone with dark hair has, like, bleached their entire head, I feel...
At this point...
You have not bleached. You have highlights.
At this point, I'm just going to walk out the room.
No, you have highlights.
I feel like I do things in my personal life and I come to you like, man, maybe this wasn't a good idea, and you just start writing them down. Like, you know what? Anybody else who does this.
No, in the moment I tell you if it was a bad idea.
Yeah.
But I feel like it just makes me think of like a Britney moment.
Oh, you mean like entirely
I'm talking like
their
your
head?
whole head, like you had dark hair and you bleached the entire thing and now it's platinum blonde.
Oh, no.
I'm not saying that it can't look good. I just feel like, I don't know, like putting like all that damage and like, you know, like that's
You
I feel
do
like that's people's Britney's moment. They don't shave their head, they just dye a blonde.
No, yeah, you do love to get on people who have damaged hair.
Don't say that. That's not true.
It is.
I'm
I
trying
am
to-
a victim of it.
I am trying to help you.
You could do it a little nicer.
You appreciated the help when your curls actually were...
Oh, really? My sideburn ones? Did I? Did I appreciate
forgot
that?
about
That was
that. So,
freshman year of high school.
I told Kayla to cut...
college.
So when she curled her little, like, the pieces of her hair on the side that didn't fit into, like, a bun, she tried to, like, curl them. And they kind of stuck out a little bit, so I told her to cut them.
Well, because I straightened my hair to the depth of literally my roots and everything. So I was trying to curl it, but it was still straight and sticking out.
So I told her to cut it, and it stuck out even more.
That was freshman year of college, which was 5 years ago, or 4.
No, 5.
5 years ago, and they haven't grown back.
Yes, they have. Let me
Barely.
see. Let me see. For those of you that aren't watching, she has sideburns. They're there. Put your headphone back on. You're dramatic.
They're still sticking out.
Anybody that drinks light liquor, dark liquor all the way, even though I feel like most people would say the opposite. Like if someone drinks dark liquor, that's a red flag. Like if someone that drinks Hennessy, like that's a red flag. But I feel like if you drink light liquor, I just don't trust people that... I'm just being funny, but I prefer dark liquor, so that's
Okay.
why I put that.
Okay. I don't really know my liquor, so I kind of just drink whatever tastes good.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like for people that don't like liquor, light liquor is easier to drink. in my opinion. You don't think so?
Is gin light or dark?
You're asking the wrong person.
Okay.
I am not the one to ask. I don't really drink like that. I just drink the same thing. Gin is... Let us know, guys. Is gin light or dark? Gin is light.
Is it light?
I have no fucking clue.
I feel like that's the only light liquor I like. Gin.
Gin? No, you drink rum, don't you?
Oh, I thought rum was dark.
When you have a amaretto sour or a whiskey sour, one of those has rum in it. No, rum doesn't have to be dark. Bacardi is rum, and it's light.
Oh.
But technically, like, if you like dark liquor and you drink rum, like, normally people that drink dark liquor can drink light rum.
Oh.
Because it's very different. Like, the way it's made, I guess, is different. This is a real one. This is a genuine one. Brings up past relationships or talking stages. I feel like we can unpack it one time, you know, like if you're trying to explain a certain behavior or like talking about like why you're hesitant to like go further in a relationship. But we're not going to constantly reference. Just me. I don't want to constantly think that I'm being compared.
Right.
I think it could be like out of habit to compare, especially if it's better. Like, if what you're in now is better.
Or if they were really traumatized from their past relationship.
But see, you know how I feel when it comes to that. You should, when you get out of a relationship like that, you need to take all the time to yourself that you need.
I agree.
Obviously, when you get into that next relationship, that person might do things that triggers certain, like, behaviors, thoughts, emotions. That's understandable. But not to the point where we're talking about your ex all the time. Right. Why are we talking about your ex so much? Do you want to be with them? Because if that's the case, you should just go be with them. Maybe I'm just insensitive.
No, that's understandable.
Okay, let's say it was understandable, so it is. Because I feel like if I was being ridiculous, you would tell me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, there's one on there that I'm waiting for you to get, and I think you're skipping it. But if you don't get to it...
Which one?
No.
Because I'm almost at the end.
Okay, well, you may have skipped it.
If you talk to someone that I talked to. Like, if we've talked to the same person and now we're talking to each other, it's clipped. We're done. That's weird. So that kind of, like, goes back to the mutuals thing.
Yeah, especially if they slept together.
If you talk to someone that's someone I talked to. Also, no. Now we're in a pool. We're all in the same pool, and the water's murky.
Yeah, that definitely goes back to the mutual one.
If you post your nudes on Twitter, I endorse sex work. Get your money how you get your money. It's a job. It's a profession. Me personally, if I'm going to be with someone, or if you did at one point, that's fine. Once we're in a relationship, they've got to come down. Obviously, it's the internet. They're never going to go away. But you cannot actively post naked pictures while we're together. If ever. I don't know.
Yeah. I have to be with you on that one. Because in a way, now that y'all are together, it's a reputation of you two. And it's just like,
Well, it's also like, I like mine for me.
Yeah.
So, at some point, you were out there for everybody.
Yeah.
And like I said, I respect the profession and the people that do it. But for me... I did skip some. Because some of them are dumb. Like, doesn't like spicy food? Who cares if they don't like spicy food? Or if someone doesn't like Adele. And I only put that because then I feel like you're just trying to be problematic. You just want to be different. Because everybody likes Adele.
Did somebody tell you that they didn't like Adele? Like, how did that one come up?
I feel like that is the case.
Okay.
But I feel like if you don't like Adele, you just want to be different.
Yeah. You're
Who
just
doesn't
hating.
like it? And I'm not talking about like you don't like Adele's music. Like, oh, I don't really like her music. That's fine. We're talking about her as a person. How do you dislike Adele?
No, that's one of those where whenever something becomes really popular, they just like to hate on it to hate. And don't get me wrong, I love to hate. I'm honestly a really big hater. But but there comes a point in time when you need to hate for a reason, you know, not just to hate.
Or just don't hate at all. Or just don't hate at all.
No, because sometimes you just have to.
Okay. I'm sure people could agree with you on that. That sometimes you just gotta hate.
Yeah.
I watched a podcast where they were saying, like, that we need to bring back bullying because...
I think I saw the same one. But
it was Ricky and Denzel. It was Ricky and Denzel because that's the only podcast I've been watching. But they were saying, like, bring back bullying.
No, let's not.
I mean, they're allowed to say controversial shit like that. Yeah. Their bills are still paid, so...
Yeah.
If you have 2 nose piercings, you're a slut.
2, like the one on the outside and like the
I don't
little
care.
bowl one.
Don't care.
No, is that what you're talking
In
about?
any way. If you have a septum and a nose piercing, if you have 2 piercings on one side, you have 1 on each side, you're a slut. Don't care. If you have pretty handwriting.
What?
Because why? I have pretty handwriting though.
I do too.
So, but I'm not willing to scrap that.
But I feel like if they have pretty handwriting, they feel even more put together, no?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with having pretty handwriting. I told you that most of these were ridiculous. Which one are you thinking? Because I feel like those are all the ones. If you're 30 years old and you live with your mom, like that's one I have on here.
Okay, no, that's understandable. Get a life.
I think there's situations if you're like caring for your family, or
like your mom is
if you're
sick.
if you're in like graduate school, you know, like I understand those things. If it's like due to a complete lack of ambition that you're 30 and
like
you
still
live at
playing
home,
video games and streaming on Fortnite or something.
yeah, unless it's getting your bills paid. Like if you're saving to buy a house, if you're working and saving to buy a house and you're like 30 and you live at home with your parents, that's also different too. I'm talking like you literally don't do anything and you just live at home with your parents. Let me see. Doesn't like pickles. Grow up.
I don't like pickles.
Anybody from New York? Is that the one you were waiting on?
No, but I feel like people from New York.
It's a personality.
Yes, I agree, but I gravitate towards them.
Oh, I
don't
love
know
people
why.
from New York. Well, yeah. Even though I feel like people in New York hate people from Florida and people from Florida hate people from New York, I feel like they're in competition. And the people in New York will tell you, like, I'm from New York. Like, it's not even a competition. Like, word to my mother? Nothing. So, no, literally. But I love people from New York. My entire family is from New York.
I'm from New York.
My dad's entire family is from New York. Like I said, there are some people where it's their personality.
No, yeah.
Like, what's your favorite color? New York, Brooklyn.
I'm from the Bronx, you know.
What's your favorite food?
On my side of the borough.
A chopped cheese. First borough? Like, okay. All right. Yeah, what is the one that you're waiting for me to get to?
Chicken nugget one.
The chicken tenders.
The chicken tenders.
Only orders chicken tenders? I didn't want to say that because then you're going to be like, we go places and you only order chicken tenders.
You do.
That's not true. Where have I gone? Where have we gone where I ordered chicken tenders?
Okay, so we went to this place in Tennessee.
Oh my God.
Was it a seafood place?
Yes, it was Bubba Gump's.
Bubba Gump's, yes. And there's so many things on the menu, and this dude orders chicken tenders and fries. And I remember hearing about your red flags list, and I was immediately thought of, like, you're literally a walking red flag then.
Okay, but the story behind that is because at the time I had never heard of Bubba Gump's, and I am very particular about where I eat.
Now. But in high school, you would eat anything, and
yes,
I miss that Dante
I grew up
so much.
I'm an adult. I don't just eat anything. I have to watch my figure.
I'm not gonna comment on that.
But no, so I had never heard of Bubba Gump's, and they serve seafood, and I feel like if you want to walk right into food poisoning, have seafood from some random place. So
Bubba Gump's it's a...
I hadn't heard of it at that time, so I didn't want to order any seafood.
There's one right there in Daytona.
What did I just say? I haven't heard of it. Thank you for telling me where the closest one is now.
But I'm telling you that we all have said that Bubba Gump is in Florida.
You didn't say that at the time.
We didn't?
No. And so I was like, we're on a trip. The last thing I want to do is be sick. And so I ordered chicken and fries. Let's just say during that trip, I ate a whole lot of nothing that I wanted to eat. I ate a whole lot of nothing, period. Although the steakhouse, that food was so good.
I was looking at pictures of food the other day on my Instagram because I have a highlight reel of my food.
Oh my
and
God.
the steak came up. Oh my God, I was drooling.
What was that place called?
Seasons 101.
Is that what it was called?
Yeah, I'll look it up right now.
Was it 101?
Never mind.
I'll look it up.
Go on my...
No, I'll just type it in. I don't want to go on
I have the name on
Instagram
there.
and give you the views.
What views? And what will it do?
Seasons 101. Yep. It's in a hotel. It was really good. The Brussels sprouts.
Because they had bacon on them, right?
I think so. It was like this. One thing about me is I won't shut the fuck up. You just can't help but moan at the sound of food.
Yeah, it does it right every time.
So are there any, like, do you have any, I'm saying, like, I'm through with the list. There's probably, like, 3 or 4 that I left off of there.
Which ones?
I'm just going to leave them off of there. See, like, I'm being slightly unhinged. I don't want to be totally unhinged. Not on the first episode, so.
Okay.
What, do you have any, like, ridiculous red flags where other people would be like,
so.
you're so boring, you're so vanilla?
Let me think. No, mine are more serious. They're not really
Because you're serious.
unhinged.
You're seeking out something.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm so tired of just going through all these things.
I'm ready. Legs open. I'm ready.
Ma.
What are you singing? What was that supposed to be? What the hell was that supposed to be? You just talking?
Did you sing?
Did I sing?
Were you
No.
just singing?
Uh,
Getting hot.
okay, because you're doing a lot over there.
No, I could have sworn you just sang. I was trying
I
to
said,
be your
I'm
backup singer.
ready. So I said, I'm ready. And you're, ma.
Let's just move on.
Do you want to sing a song? Is that what you're in the... Please, no.
No, because then you're going to start singing and then I'm going to start crying.
What are you crying for?
I'm getting really hot.
Sit still.
I'm not moving.
Stop laughing. Okay, so as we head out, it's time for What's Got Your Attention? What are you listening to? What are you watching? What are you reading? Who are you talking to? Where do they live? What's their social? Last 4 of their phone number? Who's their family? Blood type? Everything. What's their net worth? Credit score?
I am listening to I Hope from Gabby Barrett.
Isn't that a sad song?
Yes, but at some points it is empowering. She talks about hoping that they are the love of your life, and then I hope that they cheat on you like they did you. So
she's inciting violence.
Yes, and I love it. I'm here for it.
Okay.
What are you listening to this week?
I've been listening to Safety Net by Ariana Grande. I never really listened to the whole thing when it came out, but I love it. Love the ad-libs. I love how she builds her harmonies. And then I've been listening to Love Sick by Mariah the Scientist. I think she just dropped an album a couple weeks ago. She can't really sing.
I haven't really listened to her new album.
Let me not say that. She can sing, but like her voice is very different to me, and I'd be interested to hear her singing like as if she was standing right here in front of me. Because obviously, like, you know, from when we've gone to the studio, like what you hear as the final thing and how the person actually sounds, even if there's not much done to their voice, is not what they sound like.
Right.
So I'm curious what she like, and without any correction.
I was about to say it could be her engineer just doing her wrong.
No, because you have a say. I mean, like, obviously, like, her label's got to hear it and approve the project, but when she's in the studio, like, if she doesn't like it, it's not going to be, you know, like, we're not going to use that take. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe she doesn't have a choice, but are you watching anything?
Yes, I'm watching Selling Sunset Season 7 because it just came out a couple days ago.
You and your reality shows is kind of ridiculous.
Let me have a bone to pick with you, okay, about my reality shows. I don't watch, like, Keeping Up with the Kardashians or The Bachelor. I couldn't get into those. But there's something about reality TV shows.
You watch, like, reality dating shows.
Yes, because it gives me secondhand embarrassment. And I literally get addicted to the secondhand embarrassment because I would just never do what they do on television.
Who seeks out secondhand embarrassment?
No, it's just this feeling that I get that makes me want to watch more.
So it has nothing to do with, like, the people that are on it, how they look.
Sometimes they're very attractive. But I am also watching The Challenge. Season 35 or 37 came out.
35?
I know. I haven't been watching it for that long, but I would say the past 10 seasons.
You only watch it for Corey.
No, he's not on the season.
I thought he was.
Okay, well, technically we're on episode 3, so Corey hasn't came out yet, but like the All-Stars end up coming back and whatever. But
did you just spoil it for anybody that hasn't watched it?
when is this coming out?
Right now. This is literally live.
Episode 3 or 4 comes out Wednesday. So.
Well, this is live right now.
Aren't we uploading on Wednesday?
Well, I have to now because you said it on here, so now I have to.
Well, then, spoiler alert. We'll give a little. What was it called?
You don't give a spoiler alert after the spoiler.
What are you watching, reading anything?
I'm reading, I think I said at the beginning, Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J. Maas. And then watching, I still haven't finished Fall of the House of Usher. I think I have like an episode and a half left. And I need to just sit down and watch it because I feel like in that last episode, they're really going to unpack a lot of shit.
What is that about?
It's about like this family that owns a pharmaceutical company. And it kind of goes, basically, all 6 of his kids die.
Oh.
Weird deaths. And he's basically coming clean to the attorney that's been trying to sue the company for years about how his kids died. And they haven't really revealed it's basically like nobody's killing them. Like there's this woman, but like they haven't revealed who she is, what the tie is to the dad and all that stuff. So I know in the last episode they're going to answer a lot of questions. Mm-hmm. But I think it's been really good. And it has a lot of, like, I think a lot of the episode names are Edgar Allan Poe stories. Oh. And there's a lot of Edgar Allan Poe references in the show. And I remember in middle school, like, that was one of my favorite things to learn about was Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah, me too.
So I have loved the show quite a bit. And
where did that come from?
I don't know. It just kind of snuck out of me. It's kind of like a Jamaican accent. They come out of me. You know, man, you don't do nothing but ask me about my accent. Me do it all the time. You don't know. All right. Okay. Well, guys, thank you so much for listening to this episode of Slightly Unhinged. We hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment things that you want to see. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, which will be anywhere nearby. Let us know. We're going to have some guests on some upcoming episodes, but if there's anything specific that you want to see or hear, be sure to let us know down below. And on that note, don't forget that although you are unhinged,
you're only slightly.
Only slightly. Adios.
Bye.